What's up, guys? So today the first trailer for Neill Blomkamp's Demonic came out. It's actually a teaser trailer, I think. It says it's a exclusive trailer number one, but it's only about a minute and a half long, so not too long. But I've been looking forward to this one. This is the movie that he made kind of in secret, I guess. Nobody knew it was coming, and he just made it during the whole pandemic thing, and now we're finally getting it. So it's Neill Blomkamp's new movie. I didn't want to wait until Tuesday for my podcast to do it. I wanted to go ahead and throw this or check this one out and let you guys see my reaction to it. Honestly, the reason I wanted to go ahead and do it is because I wanted to watch it, and if I waited until Tuesday, I didn't want to wait till then to react to it. So I want to go ahead and watch it now. Totally selfish purposes. So let's check out what Neill Blomkamp has been doing during the pandemic with his trailer to Demonic.
Dropping you in 3, 2,
Okay.
1.
Oh, so is it take place in a computer? I guess so. It's like a simulation. Oh, that was pretty cool looking. It's like she was a... Oh, shit.
I swear it was real.
Okay, so this is gonna be some possessed kind of demonic stuff going on inside of a computer? So I'm taking it, I don't think this takes place in South Africa where a lot of his movies do. Oh shit. Alright, so they're going all in on the whole demons and demonic thing. Oh shit, what was that?
Oh, sweetheart.
Oh, that's
Do you know
cool.
what this place is?
So is this kind of like a Matrix kind of thing? That music though, that's where have I heard that before? Well, that was pretty cool. There's a band that does music like that. I don't know if that was the band or not. Hewling. They did the music for the announcement trailer for it's a game, Hellblade 2. Senua's Sacrifice was for whatever it was, Hellblade 2 at the when they announced the Xbox Series X, over a year ago. It was kind of like that kind of music, that chanting kind of old school Nordic deep, that whole thing. I can't do it, but my voice is not anywhere near deep enough. But I don't know if it was that. Either way, it sounded cool like that. But yeah, man, that was pretty cool. I mean, it didn't tell us much, but that's my favorite kind of trailer, when it doesn't tell you much, but it just kind of gives you the basic idea of the tone. I mean, looking at it, it looks like she maybe was for whatever reason being inserted inside this computer program, but it looked like they were physically scanning her into it. But then I'm guessing maybe because they had the cap thing on, maybe that was just for an avatar or something. So I guess a fair amount of the movie is going to take place inside of some type of simulation, like some Matrix style VR or something like that. And I guess there's some demonic stuff going on in there. I wonder though, is it going to be supernatural, or is it just supernatural things actually happening, or is it just her projecting some demonic supernatural stuff within the simulation? Because she had that cap on with all the electrodes and stuff on her head, reading her brainwaves, and I'm assuming putting some stuff in. But I mean, that was pretty good. I think they said it was a sci-fi horror, which I saw both some, with the whole the going in the computer thing and all that, of course, the sci-fi aspects of it, but then the horror with the demons and stuff. It looked really freaky, man. There was some really freaky imagery. I don't think, Neill Blomkamp has never done, well, not that I've seen all of his movies. He's never done horror, so I'm really interested to see his take on it. He's always been more of a, I think everything he's done has been sci-fi, so we know he can do sci-fi, regardless of what you think of all of his movies. We know he's got sci-fi in the bag with District 9 and soon District 10, supposedly, and Chappie, which I know was very divisive, and Elysium, which is also somewhat divisive. But we know he's got sci-fi in the bag and special effects. He has a company that does special effects, or they make like special effects heavy short films and stuff. I know he started that a few years back. I remember seeing it, and they do like a bunch of short films and stuff. I cannot remember the name of it. There's a lot of them on YouTube. I wonder if that's who was doing his special effects for this, because the effects all looked pretty good. I mean, this is supposed to be a smaller movie, is my understanding. Like, he did it all under the radar, but the effects all looked really good. I mean, even the stuff within the simulation, it didn't look real. It had a synthetic look to it, but I'm pretty sure that was the idea. That's what he was going for. You could tell that they actually made it, like the backgrounds looked a little bit off, but the characters did too. It wasn't that the background looked off because the special effects were bad. It was because it was supposed to look artificial because she's within this simulation or whatever she's in. And because even if you looked at the colors and the avatars or whatever they are, the character, whoever she is, and the other people in there, they looked somewhat like a video, like a game that's almost realistic looking, but there's still that little something about it that's off. That was really neat. I'm really intrigued to see what this is going to be about, if it's actually going to be demonic supernatural stuff, or if it's all just kind of within this simulation. I hope it's that way. I hope it's more in the simulation, but like she's projecting the stuff. But I'm assuming that when you're in there, like in the Matrix, things can still hurt you and stuff. But I'm looking forward to seeing more from this. And since it is a smaller project, and I'm assuming that him and his people are all doing it themselves, then it might take a little bit longer, like post-production and stuff. Look like there's going to be a lot of special effects. But it looked like there was a lot of practical effects in there, like creature effects and stuff. Because that stuff did not look like it was CG. Like the creatures, you saw like the hands and like some characters doing the whole contortion thing and like stuff coming out of them. Some gore, some pretty nice gore going on. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. I bet it's going to be really fucking gory. I like that. It reminded me kind of like with all the trippy imagery and everything, and I like those kind of movies because she's pretty much going around and, you know what, I bet it's not it's a simulation, but I bet she's going inside someone's head who's like in a coma or something. Maybe she's living inside their head. I wonder if that's it. Kind of like the movie with Jennifer Lopez years ago. Beautiful looking movie. Not a good movie though. Didn't have a great story, but it had a really pretty look. The Cell. I think, yeah, that's what it was called. Maybe they're doing something like The Cell, because it had a lot of that kind of imagery and that stuff going on. But maybe this is just a better version of The Cell. There's another movie that's similar to that too, to The Cell, where they're inside people's heads and things. It wasn't as big, but it looked as pretty. I think the same director did it. Still had a really wonky story. But Neill Blomkamp is better. He's much more concise in his storytelling. I'll give him that. His stories are never just so, you may not like them, say with like Elysium and Chappie. I know those were both pretty divisive films, but you're never confused as to what's going on. You always understand his stories. He tells, I'm not going to say just straightforward stories, but they're straightforward in the way that they're not trying to confuse you. He wants you to know what's going on in his movie. So I'm hoping he continues that trend, but now he's just like dipping his toes into horror. It doesn't look like he's dipping his toes into horror. It looks like he went, took a fucking swan dive off into that shit. That was some pretty like crazy looking imagery going on there. But I'm really interested in seeing more about this movie. It says it's coming in August 20th, I believe is what it said. So that's really not that far off. I guess they've been working on this thing the whole time they were in lockdown. So they've had time on their hands to make it happen. But I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm definitely going to see this August 20th. I wonder where it's going to be, if it's going to be like on streaming or if it's going to theaters or what. No information on that as of yet. When you look up demonic right now, you don't really get much except for all the stories about, hey, yeah, he was apparently making this thing. That's about all people know about it, and it's a sci-fi horror. So I'm looking forward to getting more information about Neill Blomkamp's sci-fi horror demonic, and maybe I don't really know. I don't think I want a longer trailer. We'll probably get one before August 20th, but I wouldn't mind having one that gave me just a touch, just a smidge more. But I don't want one that gives away too much. I don't want too much more. I'm happy with what I got right there. That, as of right now, I would absolutely watch that movie. If I get a trailer that gives me just a hint more, to give me a little bit of an idea of maybe some of the characters or something like that, I'd be okay with it. But I'm hesitant to say I want more because I don't want to get too much. But hey, we'll see. I'm looking forward to this thing, August 20th. That's really just around the what is it? 3 months? 3 months away. That'll fly by in no time. So I'm absolutely looking forward to this. How about you? What'd you think? Does Neill Blomkamp's Demonic look like a good time to you? Let me know in the comments below. And also let me know in the comments below if you're a Neill Blomkamp fan. If you liked his previous works, District 9, Chappie, Elysium. Didn't he make something else? He made another one. He was supposed to make the Halo movie, but that fell through and he made District 9. I feel like I'm missing one of his movies. Either way, I know he made the short film, Jober. I can't remember. It's what District 9 was based on, was the short film. But anyway, Neill Blomkamp, sci-fi horror. Let me know what you guys think. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm definitely going to be there day one to see it.
Thanks for checking out this clip from the Jarcast Movie Podcast. If you like this and want more, then check out the Jacob Anders Review YouTube channel, where you can also find movie reviews every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. You can also listen to the entire podcast on all major podcasting platforms such as Spotify, Google, and iTunes. So if you prefer audio, whichever one is your preferred, check it out there. Once again, I really appreciate it, and thanks for watching. And as always, stay sexy, YouTube.